Washington. The US would be forced to take appropriate measures against anyone who undermines a peaceful transfer of power in Maldives, a top State Department official has said, expressing the serious concern over the troubling action taken by China-backed outgoing President Abdullah Yameen. The incumbent Yameen government was defeated comprehensively by the country's opposition leader Ibrahim Mohamed Solih in the parliamentary election held in Maldives last month. While Abdullah Yameen was strongly supported by China and backed Beijing's outlook, Ibrahim Mohamed Solih's views about the island nation and the Indian Ocean region are more democratic, with views similar to India. Abdullah Yameen's party has filed legal petitions challenging his landslide election defeat despite major international pressure for him to step down. US significant statement comes days after the Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for South and Central Asia, Alice Wells, met Maldives President-elect Ibrahim Mohamed Solih. The US is concerned by troubling actions by outgoing President Yameen that threatens to undermine the will of Maldivian people, and will consider appropriate measures against anyone who undermines peaceful transfer of power in the Maldives. A State Department spokesperson, Robert Palladino, said in a video Twitter message.
The Maldivian people turned out in record numbers during their recent election to decisively choose Ibu Solih as their next president, and the Elections Commission has certified the results. The United States is concerned by troubling events in Maldives that threaten to undermine the will of the Maldivian people.
He also pointed out that there have been reports of serious threats against members of countries' election commissions. The United States and the international community would view with great concern any attempt that undermines the democratic process, including any delay in the inauguration schedule of November 17, 2018. The United States will consider appropriate measures against anyone who undermines democracy, rule of law, or free and fair electoral process of Maldives, said Mr. Palladino. During her meeting with Ibrahim Mohamed Solih, Mrs. Wells emphasized that the US is willing to extend cooperation to his government and to assist the Maldives in terms and returns to the democratic path. The United States urges all parties to respect the will of the Maldivian people and to ensure smooth and peaceful transition, said Mr. Palladino. Abdullah Yameen's landslide defeat was widely reported as a massive blow to China, which financed his administration's flagship infrastructure projects with huge loans in excess of $1 billion. Such a move was seen as Beijing's debt trap by the main opposition party and the people of the other countries of Maldives. So what do you think of US giving warning to the defeated Maldivian President Yameen, which hint and giving direct warning to China and bringing India inside indirectly? In New Delhi, India may revert to paying Iran in rupees for the oil it buys from its third largest supplier, as the US sanction will from November 4 of 2018 block use of US dollars to settle such trades, a top official said on Thursday. Oil refineries such as the state-owned of Indian Oil Corp and the Mangalore Refinery Petrochemicals Limited could use UCO Bank and IDBI Bank of India to route oil payments to Iran. The US sanction against Iran come into effect from November 4 and will block banking channels also. The official said that the refineries have booked oil cargoes from Iran for the current month as well as for October. The payment for oil bought in September would be due in November, as Iran provides a 60 days credit period. India has planned to import about 25 million tons of crude oil from Iran in the recent fiscal, up from 22.6 million tons imported in 2017-18 fiscal, but the actual volumes imported may be far less as the companies like Reliance Industries have totally stopped buying oil from Iran, and others too are scaling it down in the hope of winning sanctions waivers from the US. The US President Donald Trump had in May withdrawn from the 2015 nuclear accord with Iran, reimposing economic sanctions against the Persian Gulf nation. Some sanctions took effect from August 6, while those affecting the oil and the banking sector will start from November 4, 2018. The official said that Iran is open to accepting rupee payment for oil and may use the money to pay for the equipment and food items it buys from India. Currently, India pays its third largest oil suppliers in euros using European banking channels. These channels would get blocked from November. Besides, New Delhi sought to get around the restriction by supplying goods, including the wheat, soybean, meal, and consumer products to Iran in exchange for oil. Officials said that this time around the entire 100% of the Iranian oil import bill can be paid in rupees. Under the cost insurance in the freight mode of shipping, the sellers assumed the responsibility of the transportation and insurance. The liability and the cost associated with successful transit are paid by the sellers until the goods are received by their buyer. Besides blocking of banking channels from November, the absence of payment mechanism may pose a challenge to the transportation of the oil, as Iranian crude is bought on a CIF basis and shipped on Iranian tankers. So what do you think of, even after the US sanction and warning, India says that it would buy from Iran on oil imports and other items related to anything India needed? India has overtaken Germany to become the fourth largest automobile market in the world. The latest global data shows the automobile sales, including the passengers and the commercial vehicles in Asia's third largest economy, grew by 9.5%, the fastest among the major global markets. Last year, to more than 4 million units was sold, outpacing Germany's 3.8 million vehicle sales, which rose by modest 2.8% in the same period. India's passenger vehicles are demand led by the utility vehicles. Sales volumes of Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza and Hyundai Creta remain strong. The new launches in the segment included Tata Nexon, Jeep Campers, Volkswagen Tiguan and Skoda's Kodiaq. The government's thrust on infrastructures, stricter tab overloading bans, macroeconomics, environmental buoyancy expected to keep the momentum strong in the 2018. Here are the top 10 lists of largest automobile market in the world of 2017 and 18. Ranking from 10 to 1. Canada at 2.08 million, Italy at 2.19 million, Brazil at 2.24 million, France at 2.60 million, UK at 2.96 million, Germany at 3.81 million, and India 4.02 million, Japan at 5.24 million, United States 17.58 million, and China with whopping 29.12 million of sales. There has been a tremendous recovery of upper percentage for most of the countries in the top 10 except UK, Germany and United States. While Germany doesn't have any fallen, or Germany has little bit of 2.8% increase, while United States and UK are getting decrease on the automobile sales by largest numbers of minus 5.4% and United States gets minus 1.6%. So what do you think India becoming the fourth largest automobile market in the world? Can India keep up the momentum in the coming years, or India will become sometime sooner than 2 decades to become the number one largest economy and the number one largest automobile market in the world? Post your comments below, and if you like this video, please give a thumbs up and follow us on social networks and subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching. This is WC Daily. Think big, think different. Bye.